Hello, it's Angela, or Canadian Redesigned. I'm coming to you from my bedroom. I just had my first night out since having my surgery, I guess. I've just been kind of lying low, not doing a whole lot of stuff, and so I decided to go out with some friends. It was fun. We went out to eat. I was more anxiety about eating out or having the questions because I don't know if I've mentioned before, but I've actually haven't told anybody about my surgery. Um, and for no reason other than I just don't want the judgment, I just don't want the comments. I'd rather people just focus on my weight loss because that's, let's be honest, the hardest part. So it's just a tool we've received with the weight loss surgery. So um, anyway, so I decided to go out tonight. We met at a local pub, and of course, everybody was ordering. Luckily enough, they had cream of chicken for the soup today, or for the soup of the day, or whatever you call it. So I did order that, just a cup. It had a lot of chunks in it, and I'm only 2 weeks post-op, so I, kind of just ate the broth of the cream soup, which was good. It sat in my stomach really nicely. I didn't get sick or anything. I actually haven't gotten sick, like throwing up. I've heard a lot of people throwing up from food. I think that's mostly from overeating, but I haven't had that problem yet. So luckily, it's been pretty good for me. I just kind of, if I know if I've drinking too much, I've never actually eaten too much, but you kind of get that weird chest, I don't know, chest like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like down in here, you get this kind of tight feeling. Anyways, totally rambling. Then we decided to go out for pool. So I was more anxious about just people saying, why aren't you eating and all that stuff. So I just kind of said it was later. We didn't go out until about 7 o'clock. So I just said I already ate, but I was going to get the soup. Anyways, then we went and played pool. That was fun. I actually laughed so hard and had so much fun that I kept grabbing my stomach because it hurt to laugh so hard. I was just kind of getting a little cramp or a stitch, but man, it was nice to be out. So it was just nice to kind of get out and see friends. And I was feeling a little depressed, a little secluded, just because I've been hiding at home. And I find it hard. I just don't want to explain to people, why I'm not eating and all of that stuff. And actually, um, the other day, my mom had asked me if I wanted to go out for lunch. And since she doesn't know about the surgery yet, which I'm contemplating telling her now, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but I come from a large family. So I have two sisters and a brother, and then my mom. And I just don't want everybody to know. And then my mom is the oldest of 11 kids, and I'm very, very close to all that whole extended family. So I guess I just don't, I don't know. I don't yet, maybe once I start losing weight and people get excited for me and, stuff like that, then maybe I'll share my secret. But right now I'm happier keeping it to myself. And, I guess everybody does different diets and stuff like that. I just find that people are always like, oh, it's just a diet, just cheat today. And with this tool, we can't just cheat. I can't just go and have a steak or whatever. I can't just eat piles of food, which is part of the reason I did this. Um, but anyway, so that's kind of where I'm sitting today, and it was nice to get out. It's nice to be able to be my active, meet people, meet friends, and things like that. So, anyways, but to get to my numbers, where I am at, so this is my 2 week post-op from vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery. I had my surgery on July 3rd with Dr. Ramos Kelly in Tijuana, Mexico. My starting weight was, or my high weight, sorry, was 245. My surgery day weight was 230, and this week I weighed in at 221.3. So it was only a loss of a half a pound. I'm not too sure what happened. I think my body is just, it kind of had a big recovery week. And I also did lose 25 pounds in the first, 3 weeks. So I think my body might just be leveling out, but who knows. I've been pretty good at sticking to the diet. I did one day decide, oh, I can just have a full sugar popsicle because my calories were really low. I'd only eaten about 150 calories that day. Currently, every morning I still do my juice protein, which is 24 grams of protein. Just 2 days ago, I started having the Premier protein shakes, which I actually hated before surgery, and now I love them. So, and that's 30 grams of protein. So I was in around, I can't even add right now. That's 54 grams of protein. And then I'd have about 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt at some point in the day. Anyways, my calories weren't very high. I hadn't had the Premier protein that day, so I was like, I'm just gonna have a full sugar popsicle because my body doesn't react very well to the aspartame and the sugar-free stuff. So I've been avoiding it. I get really bad migraines and stuff like that. So to me, it just counteracts everything. So, and as I introduce more foods, I've been getting rid of all the sugar-free stuff. I'm just avoiding sugar altogether. Anyways, so I decided to have a full sugar popsicle, and let's just tell you, I don't know if it's called the dumping syndrome or what it is, but I was full tilt running to the bathroom. Yeah, probably too much information, but anyways, I just thought I'd tell people if they think that they can get away with having something sugary, not to do it. And then the next day I actually gained 3 pounds, so my body just didn't react to the sugar very well, or my little tummy didn't, and I've decided I'm avoiding all sugar items from the future. It wasn't a good feeling. It didn't last long. I've heard of some people's dumping syndromes out lasting hours and hours, and maybe that would happen to me if I had something bigger, but this was just like, I forget the name brand of it, but it was just literally a popsicle about this long, this thick. Um, and yeah, I got it down, and I'm saying I bit off that last bite, I was running. So I'm pretty sure it was that. I don't know if it was anything else I ate that day. I haven't introduced anything. This week I'm actually going to try, got my hair cut and now my bangs are all in my face. I'm actually going to try eggs maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I'm a little nervous about that. I did get some cream of wheat. Um, but yeah, I've just been kind of sticking to the soups, the yogurts, the protein shakes, which I feel full and great on. So my other little confession this week is I think part of the reason that I haven't been losing the weight is I'm eating really late. It takes me until about noon to finish my first protein shake, and it's just because I'm busy with work. I set a timer and I do a shot of my juice protein every 15 minutes. So it's usually about noon, and then I don't really think to eat again till 3, and so I've really got to get better on that because next thing I know, it's 8, 9 p.m., and I'm just having, something what you would call for your dinner. So anyways, I've been eating pretty late in the evening. Like even tonight, it's 11 o'clock, and I just got home, and I hadn't really eaten much since the soup, so I decided to have some Greek yogurt. Anyways, I know I need to stop that. So that's probably part of my non-weight loss part this week. So I'm gonna fix that next week. And if I do get hungry, I'll just drink more water in the evening because I do need to get more of that in. I actually had my first kind of spout of dehydration 2 days ago. It's really hot here. It was 30 degrees Celsius, and I think I was out and about. It was just dry, and next thing I knew, I was getting kind of this. I get these weird headaches behind my temple, and I knew it was from dehydration. So, anyways, that'll be my goal for this week. But yeah, and fingers crossed. Hopefully, I lose a few more pounds this week. I'm actually waiting until my 4 week mark before I do measurements. I did do measurements and pictures and all that stuff at the beginning of the procedure, so then I'm going to do it at my 4 week mark and take some more pictures and do some more measurements and see where I'm sitting. So I'm hoping. I used to be I don't know if I've told you this before, but I used to be an international figure skater. So I traveled all across the world, skated for, worlds and national competitions all the way up until I was 23. So I do have quite a strong muscle base underneath my layer of fat. I always say it's my cushion to protect me. Um, but so I'm wondering if my weight loss is going to be different. I do tend to have to exercise in order for my muscle to be burning that fat. Whether that's a myth, I don't know. I've hired millions of trainers, but I'm waiting for my 6 week mark before I actually start doing full cardio, and I think I have to wait till 8 weeks to do weights. I have to look into that. But right now I'm just trying to walk. Last week I decided, I was feeling energetic, and I decided to walk. It was about 5 kilometers. I have no idea what that is in miles, but it was 5 kilometers I walked, and I literally got halfway and I started getting dizzy. I was like, I'm gonna have to call a cab. How am I gonna get home? So now since then I kind of do a figure eight. So I don't think I actually walk that far, but then I'm closer to home, so that doesn't happen again. I did carry my water with me, but I think that was the day I just got too dehydrated. It was too hot to be out walking that far too. But yeah, so I think that's my 2 week post-op update. If you guys have any questions or anything you'd like to know about me, just let me know. Just shoot me a message and we'll go from there. So I was actually considering putting out, everybody does all these videos where you have to answer these 10 questions, so I'm actually going to create my own 10 questions of things I'd like to know about the people I follow, and maybe people will do that. So anyways, I'll probably do that in my next video. And I keep promising you guys a video update of my surgery. I am going to attempt to do that right now instead of continuing putting it off. So anyways, hope you guys have a fantastic day and enjoy. Bye for now.